I no longer feel sorry for any player and or coach who decides to go to the Lakers and coach or play with LeBron James. For the last, let's say, since the Miami days, really. Since the Miami experience, the Heatles, and going back to Cleveland, the narrative on LeBron James has been he doesn't have enough help, he doesn't have a good coach, he doesn't have a good GM, he doesn't have a good organization. And all the players watch sports television. All of them watch it. They can say they do, but then they admit later on in video, like interviews or like through their social medias, that they actually watch the shows. Like I've heard like plenty of these athletes admit they watch these sports analysts or these sports TV shows. But it's like all of these NBA players watch these shows and they watch how these analysts go on TV to protect LeBron James and trash all the star players next to him, and the role players get it the worst. They always turn somebody into the whipping boys. It's either gonna be the coach or it's gonna be the star player next to him. And for the last couple of years, it's been AD. Whenever AD gets hurt, he gets trampled by the sports media. This season, it's been D'Lo, Vando, Torian Prince, Austin Reeves off and on. But oddly enough, it can't be AD. It was AD at the beginning of the season when he had those games where he was disappearing in the first half or the second half. But ever since he won, he's been on an MVP type tear where they can't really criticize him. And you'll see like now the default is, oh, he ain't got no help. He ain't got no help. I mean, it's AD, Reeves, and LeBron doing what they supposed to do. They ain't got no help. The role players ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. And I heard who was it that said, I think it was Stephen A. It might have been Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp that said the role players are supposed to carry the star players through the season. Then the star players are supposed to take over in the playoffs. What kind of stupid logic is that? How do star players get MVPs then if the role players carry them through the season? That's an asinine statement to make. But all the coaches have either gotten fired or super criticized until they either quit. And it's rarely that. But you seen David Blatt after making it to the finals the year before, got fired halfway through the season. All the Lakers coaches have been fired. Frank Vogel got fired after winning the championship. Now David Ham is getting put through the ringer. Every other week is David Ham needs to do such and such, or they need to replace the coach. Replace the coach with who? Like, what coach is out there they can replace him with? If they replace him with Doc Rivers, who's been sucking off LeBron James every other game, the book is already out on Doc Rivers that he's choked away the most 3-1 and 3-2 leads. He's only got one ring, and that's because he has so much talent on it. Like, it's a built-in narrative that LeBron ain't had a good coach if he gets Doc Rivers too. So, if you all these players and coaches, why do you keep going there to either coach him or play with him if you know what's about to happen to you? Like, that's why I feel no sympathy for these dudes. I feel no sympathy for Austin Reeves when he gets criticism now, especially AD. Like, dude, they will give you super criticism and you still sign the extension. Like, D'Lo, they blamed the Lakers getting swept on D'Lo, and he still signed the extension. Now they talking about trading you after you signed the extension. Rui, you got hurt, and they blaming you for getting hurt, which is wild to me. And it's back to the same old. They're trying to make a big trade in the season to flip the team around. It's like you can only do that, rinse and repeat so many times. It's not gonna keep working. And who are you gonna be able to make a move for? Like, if you make a move like Zach LaVine, who's been rumored to go to the Lakers, that's not a good pickup. He's all offense and no defense. Then they're gonna start blaming it on Zach LaVine. Then they're going to say they don't have enough depth because you have to give up some pieces to compensate for that $40 million contract. And that's exactly why I feel no pity on these players that go to the Lakers now, because that's the team he's on now. They go to the Lakers by choice, not the ones that get traded there. If I get traded, if I'm getting traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, if I'm a player, I'm be like, yo, you gotta get me somewhere else. I'm not going there to get criticized. When I'm having to cover up for this dude mistakes on defense, and then I'm just standing in the corner waiting on him to pass me the ball every so often. Then when I miss a shot, I can't shoot now that I'm with LeBron James. And that's what happens to a lot of players. You had players like this offseason, they were hyping up the Christian Wood signing and saying, oh yeah, he shoot the three. He gonna be able to shoot the three when he get LeBron. And then all of a sudden it's players can't shoot when they get with LeBron. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the pressure when they get with LeBron. I don't know what it is. And it's like every time they use the same old narratives. They get with LeBron and they can't play no more. When it's nothing of the sort. It's the play style. It's the play style that this dude has been using for years. You can't play like that and expect people to stay in a rhythm. So, yeah, all the headlines I see from now on, I'm not gonna feel like one bit of pity for Darvin Ham or any other player that signs with the Lakers or the players that's on the roster now. Not 1 ounce.